Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Wealth Security Stock Market 101 Beginner Series. And today, we have a guest speaker who's going to talk about ghost month trading. So, very interesting yan and very relevant. Bakit? Kasi tomorrow is actually the start of the ghost month. So, we have here today as our guest, Mr. Paul Sun. He is one of the esteemed stockbrokers in Wealth Securities. Hi, Paul!
Hi, Carissa. Good
How are
afternoon.
you doing?
Good, thank you.
Tagal na natin di nakita.
Yes, long time.
Oo nga, buti nakita tayo ngayon before. A
Before
day
Ghost
before
Month. A day
the
before
Ghost
Ghost
Month,
Month.
di ba?
Correct.
So, alam ko, ikaw ang expert dyan. Kaya tatanungin kita. Kasi, alam ko marami nagtatanong whether newbies yan or yung mga investors na who have experienced actually ghost months ng previous years. Ano nga bang ginagawa pag ghost month? Whether sa market or hindi sa market? What are the things we have to avoid? And do we really have to stop trading during the ghost month? So, gusto namin malaman yung mga tips mo. Okay?
Sure.
So, let's start, Paul. What is the ghost month?
So, what is the ghost month? The ghost month is believed that the ghost spirits and deceased relatives and ancestors of ours come out from the dead and visit the living. It is observed every 7th lunar calendar of the year, and the dates vary each year. For this year, 2023, the ghost month is from August 16 to September 14, 2023. Also, the Hungry Ghost Festival is on August 30, 2023. It's the 15th night of the 7th month,
So,
the
parang
lunar
siyang
calendar.
Halloween in a way,
Yes.
Paul? Ah, okay, sige.
But it's a whole month of observance.
Oh, okay. So, may mga bawal ba siyang gawin? Do's and don'ts? Kasi pag Halloween, actually parang wala naman, di ba? Kasi
Yes.
more of parang ngayon, ginagawa ng very commercial na parang celebration pa nga yung Halloween.
Yes,
Pag
that's
Ghost
true.
Month, ganito rin ba?
Well, for the observance of the ghost month, what people believe is the opposite. It's not you don't celebrate ghost month. You
Okay.
observe it. Whereas
Okay.
Halloween, there are a lot of parties,
Yes,
trick or
true.
treat. It's like a celebration, especially for the kids. Whereas in the ghost month, we want to stay indoors, prevent the kids from going out to keep them safe. And I will discuss in the following slide more of what to avoid during the ghost month.
Okay.
So, during the ghost month, it is believed that we should hold off in making major decisions such as starting a new business, grand openings of businesses, restaurants, shops, stores, and holding off on closing a deals or signing contracts.
Buti pala nakita tayo today.
Yes. Also, investors or people who are in business, they refrain from buying properties, moving to new homes or offices. They also hold back on renovations or construction. So we want to prevent making noise as well. It's believed that we shouldn't be making noise to disturb the ghosts that are around during the month. However, it is believed that you can start, let's say, construction or your move before the ghost month.
Okay.
So you can start it and then it can go through the ghost month period as long as you start it before ghost month.
Okay.
So it's up to you. It's up to the person if they want to start it before ghost month or after ghost month. But you cannot start it during ghost
Within.
month. Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Got
So
it.
like we said, as Halloween, kids celebrate Halloween, wear costumes, go trick or treat outside. As for Ghost Month, we do not. We believe we cannot get married during Ghost Month. We cannot have big major celebrations such as anniversaries, milestones. So we hold it off. Like it's either you get married before Ghost Month or after Ghost Month.
Yes.
So the wedding industry is quiet during
Like
Ghost
this
Month, and also we we avoid traveling, staying out late at night, or in dark places, and we avoid also water activities. So if you're planning a trip, like going hiking, and you really have to go, you try to prevent it. But if you really can't, try to do it during the day when it's bright, because it's believed at night when it's dark,
Nandun yung ghost.
that's the time where the ghosts come out. And also, and for, let's say, for scuba diving or surfing, water activities, we try to do it during the day.
Okay. O yan na, for our newbies, not only for the investors or for the traders, ito pala yung mga practices na hindi lang sa market. Ito yung mga don'ts kapag ghost month.
Yes. However, we don't relate ghost months to everything negative. There
Yes,
are
okay.
we can do a lot during ghost month as well. Like on the next slide, I will discuss what we can do during ghost month.
Okay. These are the do's naman.
Yes.
Okay.
So what to do during ghost month? It is believed during ghost month we offer food and drinks during the ghost festival. That's on August 30, 2023 of this year.
That's
So-
the day itself.
Yes, that's the Hungry Ghost Festival,
Okay.
wherein we offer food and drinks to our ancestors, our relatives that already passed
Passed
away.
away.
So they're here to visit us, and we pay respect to them by offering to them. We also light incense and burn joss paper for them.
Okay.
So if you are very superstitious, you can also consult like feng shui masters, and they also recommend that you wear or carry protection charms to drive evil spirits away. So these are like bracelets or like pins that you would see, like especially in newborn kids. They have
yes.
like red bracelets and like pins to drive evil spirits away. So during Ghost Month, we also can visit the church or temple to pray and meditate.
To drive away the ghosts.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, it is said that we should be very careful and extra cautious, so to prevent making mistakes or getting into any accidents as well. So we use this period, however, as traders, myself as a broker and a trader, we use this period during Ghost Month to read charts and to study the market.
So pag ghost month, ito yung do's mo for the market naman.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I do that regularly, but during Ghost Month, it is observed that the volume in the market is lower than other months. So
Okay.
we have more time to study and to read charts and to study companies. And we look for opportunities in the market because the volumes are very low. There are stocks that are oversold or sold for no reason due to maybe like rebalancing in some funds. So some stocks you would find bargains during the ghost month. So just be prepared. Like myself, I focus on the market, especially during opening and closing of the markets when there's matching trades. That's when the funds rebalance and they do a lot of transactions like buying a lot or selling a lot. So just be prepared to pull the trigger and buy the dip. If you are mentally prepared and you did your homework, you know when it's time to buy.
You use the time already
Yes.
to study and to research. So that's why when you see the opportunity, you're able to seize it na.
Yes, correct.
Okay, Paul. So, nagbigay ka na sa atin ng parang glimpse kanina, ng parang what you do kapag when you're trading sa ghost month, di ba? So, ngayon, I think our viewers out there are really asking, does the ghost month really affect the markets? I mean, not only the local markets, but markets in general.
Yes, I would say based on historical data, I will show you in the next slide the chart of the PSEI data grabbed from Bloomberg Terminal. 30 years ago, usually ghost month falls in August. So in August, you would see that the PSEI was down 2.48% and was negative 20 out of 30 years in August alone.
Oh, okay. So that's what, almost like 70%,
Yes.
no? Almost 70%.
Yes, 66%.
So for our viewers, ang laki nun Meaning may pattern talaga pag August. Na usually, yun talaga yung ghost month. Nag-iiba-iba lang yung days ng start and
Yes.
end niya. But usually talaga August to September yan.
Yes, falls in August to September. Yes, so Carissa, as you can see, August is usually a down month
Okay.
for the PSEI in the past 30 years. However, like I said in the previous slide, it is an opportunity to buy the market. You can do your own research. You can either invest in the PSEI index and buy a mutual fund, or you can buy the PSEI via an ETF, or you can buy individual stocks.
Okay.
As for now, we will still discuss the PSEI, and I will show you, like in our previous articles in Phil Equity Corner, Mr. Wilson C. discussed from Ghost to Cupid.
Okay, so ghost, meaning ghost month is August
Yes.
until Cupid. So obviously, February yan,
Yes.
Valentine's, tama ba?
February. Yes,
Okay, sige.
So I will
Interesting
discuss.
yan.
Yes. I will discuss the 30-year average of the other months in the
Okay.
PSEI. So in October, PSEI was up 1.34% average, and it was up 19 out of 30 years. And as for November, the PSEI was up 0.08% on average, and was up 15 out of 30 times.
Okay, so that's 50%.
Yes.
50%. Okay.
And for December, we have this saying, Santa Claus rally.
Rally,
Yeah,
okay.
December is usually the strongest month of the year. So the PSEI averaged 3.46% and was positive 21 out of 30 years.
Wow, so 70%.
Yes.
Diba?
So it
Okay.
kind of offsets the
Yung August
negative
natin.
of Ghost Month. It's even stronger. As you can see, the average was 3.46%
Yes.
up. And as for August, like earlier discussed, it was down 2.48% on average. Then for January, it's also known as a very strong month. The PSEI was up 2.48% on average and was positive 19 out of 30 years.
Wow. Kasi tail end pa rin ng Santa Claus rally.
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Okay.
And there, we are gonna go to February after January. It's
Okay.
February.
Valentine's na.
Yes, Valentine's
Oh.
na. So it's up 0.07% on average and 13 out of 30 years.
Oh,
Positive.
okay. Okay. So malakas pa rin.
Yes,
Malaki pa rin
malakas
yung
pa rin.
percentage, in a
But
way.
that saying is from August, you can buy the index, or you can add to your existing positions, and then if you want to make a trade, you can sell on the rally
Doon sa following
in
months.
yes, following months, or you can sell in February.
Yes. Because historically nga, as what
Historically,
you've pointed
yes.
out, every time na August, usually yun yung down. And then
Yes.
the following months, dahil sa Santa Claus rally, and then yung sa Cupid nga, Valentine's. I like that term of
Yes.
Mr. C. So, dun nga umaakyat tayo, diba? Nagba-vary lang yung percentage.
Yes, yes,
diba?
correct.
Okay. Galing ng statistics na yun for our newbies because of yung present sa atin ni Paul kanina. And you would see nga dito sa graphs talaga, you could take a picture para mas makita ninyo after our seminar, mas makita nyo ng konti. Kasi medyo marami yung data talaga, kaya maliliit, di ba? So take a picture na lang para later you could go through it in detail.
Yes. So the ghost month not only affects the local market. In the next slide, I will show you that it also affects other markets globally. I will show you the S&P 500, which is the 500 largest companies in the US. And I will show you the 30-year chart. August and September of the S&P 500, you will see that August and September were also red months, negative months for the S&P 500.
So same rin in a way sa
Yes.
local markets natin
Yes.
kanina. Okay.
And so August and September were mostly negative months for the S&P 500 in the past 10, 20, and 70 years.
Okay.
I will also show another chart that will support that data.
Okay.
So the S&P 500, however, as we discussed earlier, from Ghost to Cupid,
Okay.
it also is effective for markets globally,
Okay.
like foreign markets like the U.S. You would also observe that there is a Santa Claus rally, and you can sell during February. So the S&P 500 in the last quarter of the year was up on average 4.36%
Wow.
for
Pwede
the
pambili
past
ng
30
gifts
years.
talaga.
Correct.
Di ba?
Yes. For the past 30 years. So there really is a
Leading
Santa
to the
Claus
holidays,
rally.
diba?
Yes.
Okay.
And also the S&P 500 in the last quarter of the year was up 24 out of 30 years.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you could really use the ghost month as an opportunity to buy the PSEI or the S&P 500 or individual stocks. You can use it to add to your existing positions, and then if you want a trade, you can sell at the end of the year or in January or in February.
Oo nga, kasi parang like with what you have shown us nga, both sa local markets and then sa markets abroad, you would see na parang meron talagang phenomena na parang ghost month during August, and then the succeeding months probably because of the Santa Claus rally or because of yung sa Valentine's nga na Cupid rally until February, you have an opportunity there to buy, make a trade, and then sell it and make a profit there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So you will be able to afford more gifts for your loved ones
True.
or for your children and for your friends, family, relatives, or for your special someone in February for Valentine's.
Oo nga. Tama yan. So, Paul, you gave us already parang some tips nga na yun nga, we could take that time, that opportunity to study, research kapag August kasi medyo slow nga doon.
Yes.
You pointed out kanina nga in terms of volume, di ba?
Yes.
So, we could take that opportunity. It's not an excuse na parang ghost month I won't do anything.
Yes.
Di ba? So,
That's correct.
given that, take off natin is yung next question ko sa'yo. Okay, how did you or how do you trade during the ghost month? And I'm sure yun nga, gusto ring malaman ng mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, ano yung mga tips mo? Ano yung pwede namin gawin or gayahin ka kapag ghost month?
Okay. Start. So for those who are afraid to follow me or follow my trades, I would suggest that you can enter during Ghost Month and buy one of the funds at Phil Equity. I will show you in the chart that if you enter during Ghost Month, the past 3 years, you would make very handsome profits, big gains. So
From yung ghost month ka natin to Cupid
yes, until
time.
Cupid in
Okay.
February. So during 2020, start of Ghost Month, the PSEI was at 6,042, and at the start of Feb of the following year, the index was at 7,019. That's a 16%
Laki yun,
gain.
I mean, for those months lang,
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Sometimes nga, whole year, hindi mo pa makuha yung ganong gain
Yes.
Pero itong months lang na yun. Because you started nung ghost month nga.
Right,
From
right.
a lower base.
From a lower base, correct,
Yes.
correct.
Okay.
And from 2021, the PSEI was at 6,632, and at the start of February the following year, the index was at 7,458. That's a 12% gain, Carissa.
Wow. Okay. Parang gusto ko itang gayahin, Paul.
Yes, actually,
Either sa'yo ako mag-place or mag-place ako sa Phil Equity.
yes, you can invest in one of the funds in Phil Equity. Actually, in Phil Equity, it's a lot easier because you have a fund manager, Mr. Wilson C, who manages the fund for you. So all you have to do is just pick which fund suits your risk appetite, and You can fill out paperwork and make a deposit, and your investment will be credited that day.
Oh, okay. So you mentioned kanina, Paul, yung risk na assessment, diba?
Yes, yes.
So you would have to know that meron tayo actually sa Wealth Securities. So visit us at www.wealthsec.com. We have a free risk assessment there. So anyone, even if you're not our client, you could take that test just so you could know also your risk targets, and then your risk assessment per se, just so you know if you're capable of what. Do you want to directly invest in stocks, or pang mutual funds ka, balance ka ba na person, or aggressive ka, so, or conservative ka, 'di ba? So, hindi lahat kasi ng investments would fit an individual. So,
Correct.
iba-iba siya, 'di ba?
Correct.
Yun. Thank you for mentioning that, Paul.
You're welcome, Carissa. And lastly, I will discuss last year, 2022.
Oh,
The
okay.
index was at 6,315
Yes.
at the start of Ghost Month. And at the start of February the following year, it was at 7,305. That's a 16% gain.
Okay.
So,
Ang
just
laki.
by investing in mutual funds gives you exposure to the PSEI index. You're buying an index, a basket of stocks.
Yes.
And you have a fund manager that will manage the fund for you, so you don't have to stress
Yes.
about anything else.
Professionally managed na siya.
Correct.
So you
Correct.
don't have to sweat it out na parang when do you have to enter the market, when do you have to
Yes.
get out, what stock to buy, particular stock to buy,
Correct.
or particular stock to sell, di ba?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. This suits, actually, mutual funds suit people who are busy. Like during the day, they cannot monitor the markets like I do or like we do. So if your time is preoccupied in a job or in a business, you can actually just invest in mutual funds.
Yes.
However, for those who have more time and more risk appetite, you can invest via wealth securities in individual stocks.
Yes.
So I will discuss in the next slide what I did last week that
Uy, sige.
that I saw some opportunities in the market. So I saw some bargains, and I was mentally prepared. Like I said, you have to be mentally prepared and focused during these times.
Para anytime you could pull the trigger,
Yes,
as you've
correct.
mentioned nga kanina.
Correct. So one of the biggest conglomerates in the Philippines, San Miguel Corporation, was sold down at the close. We call this market on close.
Yes.
So
I
the,
saw that nga.
the funds usually make the big moves during the close. So it was sold down 10.52%. It closed at 97 during August 4 from a previous close of 108.40. So that's such a
Parang walang
great
reason, no?
for no
Yes.
fundamental reason, but the only reason I could think is a rebalancing in a fund or a few funds that wanted to sell and shift maybe to a different stock or a different sector or a different country that
Yes.
they're investing in. So I took it as an opportunity. I bought a lot of San Miguel Corporation during that sell down. And luckily, the following
Monday.
Monday, yeah,
Ito
the
lang,
following
no?
Monday, yeah, August 7, the stock was up 6.29% at the close. Closed at 103 and 10 cents.
You mentioned nga, di ba, coincidentally, Paul, yung nangyari nung August 4, what you did, di ba?
Yes, yes.
Actually, parang perfect yan doon sa nafe-feel ko. Kasi parang feeling ko, hindi pa ghost month, pero parang ghost month na yung market natin.
Correct,
no?
yes.
Nagulat ako doon sa sell down actually,
Yes,
that you're mentioning.
Me myself as well, I was surprised because for no reason, a lot of the blue chip stocks were
Got
sold down. Yeah, a lot of the stocks that are part of the PSEI index were sold down, such as San Miguel, JG Summit, Meralco, Mondenisin, Metro Bank, and Aboitiz Equity Ventures. So I just
May
got
pareho tayong mga binili dyan.
yes, yes, yeah. I bought a few of these stocks during the sell down, and I believe you did as well.
Oo nga, pareho tayo. Tayo pala yung wealth.
Yes, yes, correct, correct. So there, Carissa, these stocks were sold down for no reason, and I took it as an opportunity. Like it's like a sale. Who doesn't like a sale? Let's say a sale in SM or a sale
Parang fire
in
sale nga
fire
siya eh.
sale
Kasi
for no
ang laki ng percentage, diba? Na
exactly,
drop.
exactly.
I mean, for blue chips, it's not
Yes.
as if speculative stocks to
Yes, yes.
sinell down.
So that gives you more conviction to buy because you know these companies are good, fundamentally sound companies
Yes,
with
true.
great earnings.
True, true.
So you know in time that
They will
the
bounce
price
back.
will recover, yes,
Yes.
and bounce back. So I took it as an opportunity, and I sold the following day and made some decent
Decent
gains.
profits,
yes, yes.
no?
For you know for a
Biruin
weekend,
mo
yeah,
for one day, and
for one
actually,
trading day, yeah.
wala pang one day yan eh, kasi you bought at the close eh.
Close, yeah, and
So,
sold at
what,
the-
few minutes lang nung last na trading day for the week.
Right,
Diba? Oh. So,
So-
very handsome profits yan.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Carissa. And
Hindi pa
congratulations to you
Valentine's,
too.
kumita ka na kaagad. Diba? Hindi pa nga nagsa-start ang Ghost Month. Diba?
Yes.
Bukas pa lang.
Yes,
Oh.
tomorrow. So, in conclusion, Carissa, the tips I could give our viewers is number one, Ghost Month isn't necessarily a negative month.
Bad.
Yes. So there are friendly ghosts.
Yes.
The spirits
tayong
or the
Casper,
ghosts. Yes,
diba?
Casper, the friendly
Okay.
ghost. Or we have our relatives or ancestors that passed away. They are our relatives. They are our
Yes.
friends. So not all ghosts or spirits are evil.
Yes. Or malevolent.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes. So we have to take our we have to take our steps to consider being prepared during Ghost Month to make this opportunity to buy the markets or individual stocks.
When there is a sell down.
Yes.
Diba? Yes. I really believe what you have been saying earlier, Paul, and you were able to show us then in terms of your experience, what really happened, diba?
Yes.
And then yung statistics then, both sa local market and then sa foreign markets, na merong phenomena talaga na
Right.
ghost month, and yet you would see how many months after, down the road, you would see na if you invested during the ghost month, usually historically to, it doesn't mean na in the future, ito rin yung palagi magiging pattern. But
Yes.
historically, it shows na when you invest in a ghost month, after a few months, actually until February, there's still an upside movement and you could have made a handsome gain if you invested then.
Correct.
Tama. So, thank you, Paul, for giving us this very relevant, kasi nga tomorrow na yung Ghost Month, and for me, it was very informative, and it was a call to action on my part. Kasi
Correct.
parang maraming natatakot kapag Ghost Month, and as you've started out sa lecture nga natin kanina, maraming mga don'ts din, hindi lang sa market, pero
Yes.
sa personal lives natin, di ba?
Right.
Kasi nga, natatakot tayo and we don't want to do something auspicious.
Correct,
Diba?
correct.
So, pero, it doesn't mean also na it's going to be a deterrent to us na to seize opportunities. Because there will always be opportunities naman.
Correct, Carissa.
Yun. So, thank you so much, Paul,
Thank you very much, Carissa, for having me.
for sharing your experiences with us, for teaching us. I learned a lot from you. And
Thank
as a
you.
last note, would you want to say anything to our viewers before we end our seminar today?
So I would like to thank our viewers for taking the time to listen and watch our video. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at paul.sun@wealthsec.com, or please check us out at www.wealthsec.com. Our website has also mutual funds. So we can cater to you through mutual funds and individual stocks. So thank you, Carissa, and I'll see you next month.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Paul. Again, we really appreciate you taking the time out to give us a lecture on the Ghost Month because I'm sure a lot of our viewers are very interested on the topic given that the Ghost Month will start tomorrow nga, diba?
Yes.
So thank you once again, and for our viewers out there, I hope that you could join us again next month as we continue our Stock Market 101 Beginner Series for Wealth Securities. Bye-bye!
Thank you. Bye.